And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Is there an age limit of busting it wide open in the bedroom? According to actress Jane Fonda, the answer is absolutely not. The 84-year-old recently hinted at her sex life in a new interview. She also took it a step further, saying older women are better in bed because of those years of experience. My next guest tells me what age the sexual maturity kicks in.
Dr. Young, when you hear older ladies say we're better at sex than the younger ladies are, obviously when there's more experience, more time to participate, you get a little better. Your thoughts on this?
Well, being honest, it's about self-awareness and self-acceptance. What I've observed over time is that the more comfortable we get with ourselves, then we can be authentic and transparent, which means at that point, we don't put a lot of energy into distractions and anxiety and stress. So as we mature, especially women, they become more accepting of, this is my body, take it or leave it. This is my attitude, take it or leave it. And I think in Western culture, we have been just so bastardized in terms of our mindset that a woman should be put in this box where men have all these freedoms and this ability to express oneself, especially sexually. So it's about damn time that women exercise their rights.
And for those who may be finding it difficult to find that voice, that confidence, what would you tell those women out there who still feel like they're in that box sexually by society?
The first thing that I do when I have people in the office, I always have my clients take a look at your history. Where did you get your beliefs from? Where did you get these labels and this bias that you may have against yourself? This doesn't have anything with sex, but it's a good example. I know as a Black man, in my head, in the back of my head, I always hear my mother's voice saying, you got to be twice as good to be just considered average compared to your white counterpart, because, they can go out and do whatever, but and see, I lived Isaiah up to that script for so long. And then one day I realized that I was getting in my own way. Well, in the same way with women and intimacy and sexuality, examine where did you get your perception of sex from? Where did you get this idea that you can't enjoy having fun, getting your freak on, being who you are and what you really are? Who do you need to have rubber stamp you as an individual in order for you to be happy? My answer to that is no damn body. Take ownership of your feelings, of your needs, your desires, and enjoy the fact that you are, quote unquote, a grown ass woman, and you have a right to enjoy sex and intimacy and fulfillment just like everybody else.
Now, Dr. Young, could that be a deterrent, though, that label when you say, and it's just a term, but for some, it's a huge turnoff when you say, get your freak on?
Well, I'm going to say it this way. There are many ways that we can package the English language, right? I'm a man of a certain age, so, some of the things that we grew up listening to that were teases about sex, sexual healing, Marvin Gaye, the freaks come out at night. But at the end of the day, you have to be happy with you. And to do that, just take an inventory. There are things that for one person that might be a turn off, for another, it's a total turn on. For someone else, this may bring engagement, but there's a lot to learn and to explore out there. Whatever it is that floats your boat, do it, because this is a season in your life where you are as young as you will ever be. You're older than you've ever been. Life is too short and death is too damn long to not enjoy your life.
And at what age are we talking about where this maturity sets in? Are we talking about 40, 40 plus, what?
Well, now times have reset themselves, right? So there was a time when someone hit 40 and they said, well, you're heading toward midlife. Well, there's I'm 60. I work out every day. I just got through riding 15 miles on my Peloton yesterday, right? And doing CrossFit. So at the end of the day, I don't plan to die and be an old man 10 or 15 years from now. I would tell any woman that when you reach that golden age of 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, now women that are 55 can rock some stilettos and a thong. You feel me? And especially if you're taking care of yourself, you're eating right, you're making sure that, as a matter of fact, I'll just say this. Sex is so good for your mind, your body, your spirit. You release endorphins. There's that cortisol level goes down. Hell, you get along with a lot of people so much better. And instead of looking at your husband saying, you know what, licking your hand to see if he's still breathing, you probably might enjoy the guy if you would take the time to actually have some intimacy and have an orgasm and enjoy the fact that you are a mature, beautiful woman, whatever shape you are, whatever your condition, you have a body and you have life. Use both.
All right. Dr. Young, always good to see you here on The Factor Uncensored with some great advice tonight. Thank you, sir.